Hi guys, JoyMom here, and I wanted to take a minute to share a victory with you. And it turns out that if you're in a battle, congratulations, because you don't have even the opportunity for victory without a battle. So I know we all have some losses and we got to pick ourselves up after those, but today was a small victory. Over a year ago, things just came to an apex in my life, where I had gone through so many cycles with depression and rage that I could feel this horrible scar tissue building up in my heart. And my relationship with my husband was so strained. We just couldn't even be around each other, and which is ironic because we actually really cared deeply for each other, but it was just toxic. And the Lord had to just take me away with Himself for several months and really go super, super deep. And through that process, I got a lot of freedom in my mind and with my identities and some of these core lies, or even just the absence of truths. Sometimes the lies we believe are just these voids where we really need truth inserted. And I got some really cool identity stuff and came back to my home and started putting some very basic things into practice. But unfortunately, living with lies and unhealthy mindsets and habits for years will take a toll. And I had developed fibromyalgia, which if you would have asked me 3 years ago, I would have read an article saying that it's not even real. And I've been like, yeah, that's all in people's heads. Well, it turns out when something's in your head long enough, it will actually physically affect your body. And so now I've been fighting a condition where I have chronic pain in my body and outrageous fatigue, where the world just goes blurry. And lately that flared up something terrible. And I was at the doctor's today because I had this cough that I couldn't get rid of. And she's like, hey, you want to do this blood test? Make sure it's not walking pneumonia. Yeah, sure. And she hands me the lab order and I walk out. And, the good thing about God is that He's a living God and He speaks. And I just hear Him whisper, it's not walking pneumonia. Yeah, God, I know it's not walking pneumonia. Aro, you know why you feel terrible. Yeah, God, I know why I feel terrible. All of that calling and all of that identity, all of us walking it out in this life has to take place in our physical body. And my physical body has been on the back burner for years. And by the mercy of God, I've been able to do most of what I've needed to do despite being obese throughout high school and into my adult life. But the Lord keeps reminding me that this is the only vessel I have to walk out love in the earth. That's it. And you guys, I came home and I was so tired. My mind was so foggy and I was so just shot. I was overwhelmed with everything with my children and the level of administration and the level of I've got 5 kids and they are smart and they have needs. Oh my God, kids have needs? What? Yeah. And I was just going, that feeling of I can't do this. And I'm like, that's not true. And I looked at my bed, and you guys, I have spent years in my bed. Looked at my bed. I looked at my husband standing in the hall. And he said, go for it. You guys, you would have thought that I qualified for the Olympics. You know what I did? went for a 30-minute walk with my amazing dog. It took everything in me to put on my shoes and go out the door and walk when I was tired and when my body hurt and when the last thing I wanted to do was exert energy. And I felt so much better. So much better. And I did a weigh-in. I've got a long way to go to healthy. But I came home and I could think. I came home and I could give clear correction and clear instruction to my children and enjoy them. And it came in the faithfulness of God to whisper in my ear and the recognition that I have a choice. Not every feeling is meant to be followed. It can be felt, can be acknowledged. I can say, you know what, I am tired and I feel overwhelmed right now. And then I can also say, but I'm not staying here. And it's going to take more than a 30-minute walk to heal my body. But it started tonight. And I want that documented. If you're at a point in your life where you are overwhelmed or you have a taste of something God has created you to do, you're just stuck. I just pray that you'd hear the whisper, and I just want to speak courage over you to take the 30-minute walk, whatever that is for you, whether it's deciding to journal or whether it's giving up alcohol or whether it's making sure you drink a cup of tea a day. I don't know, or your bottles of water. I don't care what your first step is, but I hope you take it. And I hope that in 2 weeks, I'm back on here again and I've taken step 2 and 3 and 4. And I hope that we can all encourage each other to do it together. Here's to step 1. Be brave. He's got you. He is a living God and he knows how to keep his children. I love you guys all. Thanks for watching. I know it was long. I'm not sorry. But I hope you have a great night.